another YouTube video, another mock draft for you guys. We're going from the 8th spot today. I started this video and then it kind of like glitched or something. I don't know what happened, so I'm just starting it from the screen. But let's go to the draft board. We're doing the 8th spot today. Like I said, I think I only have a few more spots to do in the 10-team league, and then I'm gonna move to 12, and then maybe do like a super flex or 2 QB mock draft or something like that too. So. But I know the season is quickly approaching, so I'm trying to get these, probably start doing these almost every day. Kind of lock in, get these done before the season starts. I know you guys are drafting probably in the next few weeks anyway, so I really want to get these done. So this will probably be my main focus. Pack openings will take a back seat, which is fine, but I do want to get these cranking out. So I'm gonna try to record like one or two a day, just so we have them. But all right, so 8th spot, Bijan Jameer, Saquon, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, Amon-Ra. So I like Puka here a lot, or Neighbors probably. Those are my two here. Um, Puka does. I've been seeing a lot of news about Stafford and how he's injured, and how it's he's getting older, right? He's in his upper 30s. Injuries start to happen. When Puka plays with Stafford, he's unbelievable, right? I mean, he was out what, one, two, three, four, five total weeks, six, I guess, if you're kind of week 18, and he was wide receiver 21, still almost a top 20 wide receiver. When he plays, he gets the volumes. Stafford loves him. Um, I'm still going Puka here, I think, over Neighbors. Um, Actually, I think with that injury, I'm gonna go Neighbors. He was wide receiver 6 last season as a rookie, and he has Russell Wilson and Jackson Dart. That's an upgrade in the quarterback room, in my opinion, over Daniel Jones and who else? Tommy DeVito. Um, okay, wow. So, so I go Neighbors over Puka because of the Stafford injury. If Stafford's 100%, I'll probably go Puka over Neighbors. Um, the fact that McCaffrey's here in the second, I've been kind of down. I guess I'm down on McCaffrey compared to most. Like my stock's not as high on him this year. But if he's, I think if you have a chance at him in the second, I think it's worth it there. When he plays a full season, he's like a guaranteed top three fantasy running back. I'm pretty sure he's been 1 to 3 in like the past 5 full seasons of his career. It's kind of crazy. He's a fantasy demon at running back. Will he stay healthy? That is the question. So I'm gonna get him here just because I think in the second round McCaffrey is just crazy value. So I gotta go McCaffrey here. Um, but as you know, I don't really love him in the first. Maybe the end of the first is worth it. But it's still that injury history, man, it's just such a risk. I do like Lamar here. I will peak that and Jaden. I might wait. Because I do like Kieran a lot. Kamara's a good pick here. We could go wide receiver with T. Higgins, which I don't like, or I don't hate here at all. But I think I see some down there that I'll be fine with. So I think I am gonna go Kieran Williams here, and this is another kind of slip to be honest. So we're getting some people just falling in our lap here. Kieran Williams at 3.8 is a great pick. Um, Fantastic running back. Let's just look at his stats real quick. RB7. I feel like he's in the RB, top 10, RB1 pretty much every year, it feels like. 1,299 yards, 1,300 yards, 14 touchdowns. Pretty good receiving work too. Nothing crazy, but a couple touchdowns there, 34 catches. So, and again, that's someone that, Matt Stafford, it does affect him a little bit, but it also doesn't, right? Running back isn't as reliant on his quarterback. So Kyron is going to get that work no matter what. I'm not worried about him no matter what Stafford is. Um, and then dude, there's some good running backs on the board here too. And with McCaffrey, if you do go McCaffrey and you are uneasy with that injury, load up on RBs, dude. There's um, no shame in that, right? So I see a ton of, honestly, there's four that I would love to take here, and that's Chuba Hubbard. James Cook will probably be the move. Omarion Hampton is a rookie, and Alvin Kamara. It might even be Alvin Kamara. Dude. This guy is just automatically. He's kind of like McCaffrey. They're built for fantasy, dude. 68 catches, 545, 43 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns. Never gets 1,000 rushing yards, but he's right around there, and then 6 touchdowns. And that's missing the last 3 games of the year, and he was RB8. So I do like Kamara. I think he gets a lot of work, and I don't think that's going to change. There's not much competition in that backfield. They didn't really bring in anybody to compete with his touches. So I think I'm like Kamara here. I do think that Cook's going to have a little regression. He's RB9. So Kamara finished better than James Cook last year, and James Cook had 16 touchdowns, 18 total. So that kind of tells you, you know, the kind of fantasy player that Kamara is, in my opinion. So I'm going to take Kamara here. We'll throw him in the flex, right? If anything. But we'll I love that pick there. I love that there a lot. Okay. And then we're gonna go another wide receiver. We got to get another one to pair with Neighbors. And there's a couple I like here. DK Metcalf I've praised a lot this year. I think I'm gonna pick him here. Cortland Sutton is another great one. Clearly, um, Bo Nix is wide receiver one. It took him a few games to get going, but once they did, had a good year last year, and he just got paid because of it. So 15, wide receiver 15 on the year last year. I would expect something like that again this year too, maybe even better. And then you do have some really good ones down here. Rashee Rice is an interesting one. I may take him on the way back. I don't really like to take him, unless I have my 2 wide receivers already set. I don't really want to take Rice here, um, you know, just because I mean, we don't really know how long he's going to be suspended, right? It could be 6 games, it could be 10. Who the frick knows? So it is a gamble, a little bit of a gamble taking him still. Um, I'm gonna go with. I don't hate McMillan here either, to be honest. I do think he's gonna have a really good year. Bryce Young turned it up last year towards the end, so but I'm gonna go DK. I think Aaron Rodgers and DK are gonna connect pretty good. And then here I will take Rice. So I love Rashee Rice. He was amazing last year when he played. Patrick Mahomes took out his ACL, which was absolutely insane. But still, he was a fantastic wide receiver. Um, when he plays, honestly he gets more targets than Kelsey. It seems like so. I'm gonna pray that you know um, what am I saying? That suspension isn't as large as people think. And look, I can't even get Worthy here. He's gonna fill in for that wide receiver one role while Rice is gone. So I could go Worthy here. I like Pickens a lot here. Um, yeah, others. I am gonna get one more running back, maybe. Looking at quarterback too, Mako Bo Nix here, or Kyler Murray. Tight end, Laporta, I really like. Evan Ingram and Njoku, I also really like. Tyler Warren is a really big sleeper pick of mine later in drafts. I almost feel like it's cool taking him later, but you never know. Um, I think I'm gonna go Bo Nix here. I'm starting to see a lot of quarterbacks go. Everyone in my actually, I'm gonna scratch that. Everyone in my draft has a quarterback right now, so I don't see anyone getting a backup anytime soon. So I'm gonna wait a couple picks to get my quarterback. I talk about that all the time. It's definitely something you wanna check. Is where everyone's getting drafted. So let's see. I think I am gonna go. Let's go. I'm gonna go Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers is the #1 receiver in the Ravens still, and he's going this late. It's kind of crazy. 7th round for a wide receiver one on a team. Gotta love that. Um, it's good value. But anyway, um, there's still a ton of wide receivers I like. 4. Yeah, maybe loading up on running backs early is the move this year. But I guess I'll do one more Let's go tight end here. Let's get Laporta, maybe. Tight end 8 last year, 727. He had a little regression from his rookie year. Evan Ingram's a guy I really like this year. Talked about him a lot. And especially if I can get Bo Nix on the way back. Let's go Evan Ingram. Evan Ingram, I love his upside this year. Big fan of him and Sean Payton's offense. What's going on here? Is my internet crapping out again? Okay, we're good. We're good. Big. Oh my God! Look at the running backs that just went. Look at that, like, whew. All right. Well, we got our three. um, Jaden Blue's a guy I like taking a late flyer on as well. Um, Garendo, I could probably get. It might be a smart move because I do have McCaffrey, so I'll probably get him. With one of the later picks. In a 10 team, it's kind of nice because those guys are going to be available pretty much. Now, when we get to 12, we're going to have to be a little more smart. But I'm going to go with. I mean, there's a ton of talent. I mean, I got to take Travis Hunter almost, or Stephon Diggs, Doomsday, Ricky Pearsall, Agbuka, all kinds of wide receiver talent late. Um, so how many picks we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 until kicker and defense. I do need a wide receiver or quarterback. I'm just going to take Bo Nix now, pair him with Evan Ingram. And that'll be a good pick for us, I think. Yeah, wide receivers are going here. I think Diggs is a good option. I imagine he's going to be wide receiver 1. Before his injury last year, he was playing pretty well, actually. 21 points, 19.9, 18.5, 14.4, 19.7. He was putting up a couple, and that's a different office, right? The Texans, CJ Stroud. So, will Drake May and him translate? That is the question. You could always go on for an upside guy like Ricky Pearsall is getting a lot of noise, and Buka is getting a lot of noise. Matthew Golden, Keon Coleman, a lot of good guys, a lot of good depth pieces we could get here. But I am gonna go with Diggs here as the wide receiver 5. I guess I didn't need another wide receiver. Probably should have went running back. And this is when I'll go running back. So I'm gonna go reach down here for Jaden Blue. Actually, nope. So normally I would. However, I think with the running backs I have, I'm gonna go Garendo and just handcuff McCaffrey there. Um, so that'll be fine. If McCaffrey goes down, we'll have Garendo in. Now I could go another quarterback, another tight end. Kyler Murray's still sitting here. I could always take a flyer on Warren this late, which is kind of what I've been doing in every draft almost. I take Warren in my last pick, my last player pick basically every time. Um, we'll go Texans defense and then let's see, McLaughlin as my kicker. But yeah, that was the team. So that was the 8th spot. Bo Nix quarterback, McCaffrey, Kyren Williams running back, Malik Neighbors, DK Metcalf as our wide receivers, Evan Ingram as our tight end, Alvin Kamara on the flex, which I love. Texans, Chase McLaughlin, Rashee Rice on the bench, Zay Flowers on the bench, Stephon Diggs on the bench, Isaac Garendo on the bench, and Tyler Warren on the bench. So let me know what you guys think of that. Give me whatever out of 5-star, out of 10. Let me know what you think of that draft. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Thanks for watching.